The Trump regime is escalating the authoritarianism at an alarming pace, and everybody should be mortified by how they are using Charlie Kirk's murder to exploit their desire to take over the United States of America in a way that means eliminating and eroding civil liberties. Rolling Stone is reporting the following: Donald Trump's most authoritarian week yet. Trump and company are using Charlie Kirk's assassination as an excuse to ramp up their ongoing campaign for total power. And so, what happened after that is they coordinated their messaging and started immediately blaming the left. They are trying to consolidate power in the executive, which is fascism. They are using overt nationalism, which is fascism. And then he's going after his enemies because Granny Kanks is 95 years old and clearly has dementia and should not have a cell phone for security reasons and for a lot of other reasons. He thought he was sending his attorney general a DM. And in fact, he posted it on Live Social, and it is as chilling as it totally gets. Put up the alleged DM. Pam, I reviewed over 30 statements and posts saying that essentially, same old story as last time, all talk, no action. Nothing is being done. What about Comey, Adam Shifty Shift, Letitia? They're all guilty as hell, but nothing is going to be done. Then we almost put in a Democrat supported U.S. attorney in Virginia with a really bad Republican past, a woke rhino who was never going to do his job. That's why two of the worst Dem senators pushed him so hard. He even lied to the media and said he quit. And now that we had no case, no, I fired him. And there is a great case, and many lawyers and legal pundits say so. Lindsay Halligan is a really good lawyer and likes you a lot. We can't delay any longer. It's killing our reputation and credibility. They impeached me twice and indicted me 5 times over nothing. Justice must be served now. President DJT. So and then he deleted this, but let me just point out a couple things. Number one, he texts the same way that he tweets. Okay, that was the first thing. Number two, he is basically cooking the books. He wants to start with, this is my enemy, and then you make the case, which is why we here at IHIP News are calling bullshit on the text messages that the FBI gave to prosecutors. Because what they want to do is, here's the narrative, cook the evidence. And I cannot impress upon you all how dangerous this is for people that don't follow the news cycle but care greatly about the economy. When you erode the court system so much so that businesses don't have a court system that they can go into to enforce contracts, investors flee. Right now, the dollar is having the worst year on record. Meanwhile, he's lying to you, and all he cares about is Marie Antoinetting the Oval Office, building his ballroom, getting comedians fired, and charging his enemies. This is staggering. It is unbelievable. In any other country on the planet, this is impeachable. It is immediately impeachable. But these law and order Republicans do not give a shit. And my, oh my, how the Republican Party has fallen. Imagine Richard Nixon was told by the Republicans in Congress, you must resign because we will not work with you because you are corrupt. And he did accordingly. He resigned on August 8th of 1974. In just 50 years, as the Republicans fed their insatiable desire for Christian nationalism, white supremacy, and rigged capitalism, they have fallen to where now they will uphold all of that, so much so that they will damage their own future to have it. It's wild.
Well, and they clearly, over and over and over again, we see them voting for Donald Trump because they don't want him to be mad at them versus their own constituents. They are putting the interests of Donald Trump over their own. What stuck out to me about that is he's social media posts and legal pundits. I mean, he does not surround himself with expertise, nor does he read briefings. He reads social media. He says it right there. It's so appalling that he's the president of the United States.
Yeah. And we all knew this because from Trump 1.0, the people that left his administration, they called him Hitler. They called him a fascist. They called him a Nazi. And these were right wingers. I mean, these were conservatives. And so now what you have are the bottom feeders.
Right.
This is the rise of the bottom feeders because Donald Trump lives in the gutter, and the decent people that were around him in Trump 1.0, whom I disagreed with politically, they cared about the country more than they did this man's ego. And now he's surrounded by people that are egomaniacs for his ego, which is crazy. All right. Then he puts up a tweet afterwards, letting Bondi know he loves her. Pam Bondi is doing a great job as Attorney General of the United States. She's very careful. She's smart. Blah, blah, blah. He's going to be nominating Lindsey Halligan to be the United States attorney in this very important part of our great country. She'll be fair and smart, desperately needed justice for all. What Lindsey's going to do is she's going to cook the books, manufacture evidence for him to be able to incarcerate his enemies, Letitia James, James Comer, Adam Schiff. This is as serious as it gets. And will the Republican colleagues of Adam Schiff stand up? And will there be a big hearing about this today? No, nope, there won't be, because these men are pussies through and through. Their number one thing every day is to not piss off this demented, deranged man. And then once you capitulate to that, everything else that you do in your day doesn't matter because you have no conviction. All right, next up, here is just a typical day in Trump's America in September. Put up this tweet. Ned Price tweets, on a single Saturday in September, Trump instructed his AG to go after specific potential enemies. We learned that his DOJ ended an investigation into his border czar, who was caught on camera taking a $50 cash bribe. His Pentagon top brass threatened to expel journalists who report info not cleared by them. His White House spoke to a shady deal that will see TikTok in the hands of a consortium of GOP mega donors. Trump threatened bad things if we don't retake Bagram Air Force Base in Afghanistan. I think he wants the guy seeking the Nobel Peace Prize is doing this shit. His most senior counterterrorism official is in a Twitter spat with Laura Loomer. None of this is normal. All of it is dangerous and corrosive to our democracy. And here is about this Tom Homan bribe. Put this up, Kylie. NBC reported that on September 20th, 2024, with hidden cameras recording the scene at the meeting spot in Texas, Homan accepted $50,000 in bills, and apparently it was in a Kava to-go sack, according to an internal summary of the case and sources. So the FBI has this guy on tape accepting a bribe, and that if he gets into the Trump administration, that he will curry favor. And of course, Pam Bondi killed the thing.
Mhm.
She killed it. And then people on the right said, we don't care. We love Tom Homan. This is the guy who alligator Alcatraz, deporting people without due process. I cannot impress upon the viewer and the listener enough how damaging this kind of stuff is for every aspect of our country, not only human rights, but for those of you that are big fiscal people. This type of stuff will erode our economy when we do not have good courts and we do not have a good Justice Department. Investors will flee. This is utter insanity.
We always have talked about that it's a prerequisite to have some type of sexual abuse, whether it be women or children, in your record to work for the Trump administration. Turns out fraud and bribes, that's all required too. And then I was thinking about when I saw this, you would have to have a criminal mindset to work for a criminal, to see all of the things he's doing against the Constitution and say, I'm fucking in, to take people off the street from their families, put them in concentration camps. You're not right. And that's who is running our country, soup to nuts.
And a very underreported issue right now is a lot of people that were in alligator Alcatraz are gone. Nobody knows where they are. I've read a couple of articles on it and I intend to do more research on it, but about 1,800 people are completely missing that were in Alligator Alcatraz, and now they are gone. There's no record of them. So this is incredibly alarming. And this is the stuff that's happening with the pro Jesus, pro life party. This is it's I cannot impress upon everybody enough how important it is that we call out the religious hypocrisy of these people in our personal lives and in the government, because this will erode everything that we have in this country. And it's happening at such a quick, alarming rate. And then I just want to bring you to this. This is a quote that struck me, and I thought this was so good. Agent Self FBI quoted Bradley Whitford. When authoritarianism is on the rise, you can count on the richest, least vulnerable men on the planet to be the biggest cowards. And boy, have we witnessed that. The cowardice of the men that are the least vulnerable to stand up for those that are vulnerable has been so incredibly disgusting. And here's what's going to happen to all of the ass kissers, all of these oligarchs, and all of these billionaires that kiss the ass of Donald Trump. At some point, the knives of this government will turn towards you, even though you're a billionaire, even though you created cool things, even though you can go into the White House and give them a trophy. Now, at some point, you will not be safe either. Look no further than all of the other dictatorships and authoritarian regimes around the world. The oligarchs curry favor initially, and then they start falling out of windows next. All right, that's all we have for this episode. We'll be back later with more news.